The first time it happened, I almost convinced myself I was dreaming. You know how it is. That space between awake and asleep where your mind plays tricks on you. It was late, maybe 2 in the morning. The house was silent, just the hum of the fridge downstairs. I was lying on my side, facing the door, when I felt it. A slow, deliberate depression of the mattress beside me. Not a jolt, but a gentle, tired sinking, exactly like someone had sat down on the edge of the bed. My eyes shot open. The room was dark, but not so dark I couldn't see the empty space where the weight should have been. I held my breath, listening. Nothing. Just the faint outline of my desk and the pale square of the window. Oh. I told myself it was a muscle spasm, a weird cramp, a spring in the old mattress finally giving out. I rolled over, punched my pillow, and eventually fell back asleep. The next night, I was on edge. I kept my bedside lamp on, reading a book, until my eyelids felt heavy. I turned off the light, settled in, and waited. An hour passed, then 2, jet. Just as I started to relax, just as I thought maybe it was a one-time thing, it happened again. The same slow, methodical sinking. This time, it felt heavier, more substantial. My heart hammered against my ribs. I didn't move. I just lay there, a statue made of fear, staring at the empty space. Depression in the mattress held for a few minutes, a solid, undeniable presence. And then, just as slowly, it lifted. The bed eased back to normal. The silence that followed was worse than any noise. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. This became our routine. My routine. And whatever it was. Every night, I'd lie in bed. And every night, it would come. Third night, the dip was deeper, closer to my hip. I could feel the sheets pull taut across my legs. The fourth night, after it sat, I felt a second, smaller shift, as if it had turned to look at me. My blood ran cold. I could almost picture it, a silhouette just beyond my vision, patiently watching me pretend to be asleep. I started to dread going to bed. My bedroom, my sanctuary, now felt like a cage where I was the main exhibit. I tried sleeping on the couch, but it was no use. I couldn't rest. I knew it was up there, in my room, waiting. The thought was unbearable. So, I'd trudge back upstairs, drawn by a morbid, terrifying obligation. Over the next week, the presence grew bolder. The weight became a constant pressure against my side. Sometimes, I felt a subtle warmth radiate through the blankets, the kind of heat a living body gives off. One night, I swear I felt a breath, a slight, cool puff of air against the back of my neck. I flinched, a full-body shudder I couldn't control. The weight beside me shifted instantly, a quick, reactive movement. It knew. It knew I was awake. It knew I could feel it. The game was over. The pretense of me sleeping and just sitting was gone. Now, we were just two beings, lying in the dark, aware of each other. The fear was no longer just a spike of adrenaline. It was a low, constant thrum, a poison seeping into my bones. I started to notice other things. The way the indentation in the mattress was no longer just a simple depression. It was shaping itself. It was becoming a form. I could feel the distinct pressure points of a hip and elbow. One night, I felt the bed shift behind me, a long, slow drag, as if it was stretching out, lying down fully. The weight was now distributed along the entire length of the bed next to me. The space beside me wasn't empty anymore. It was occupied. I was sharing my bed. I stopped trying to face the door. I'd lie on my back, eyes fixed on the ceiling, feeling the solid, heavy presence to my right. We'd lie like that for hours, in absolute stillness. The silence was an active thing, thick and watchful. I started to understand. It wasn't haunting me. It wasn't trying to scare me away. It was settling in. This was its space now, the fear began to curdle into a strange kind of resignation. I was exhausted, worn down to a nub. The days blurred together in a fog of sleeplessness. The nights were an agonizing ritual of waiting for my unseen partner. I would lie down, and moments later, the mattress would sink. The warmth would spread, and the crushing weight would pin the blankets down beside me. It felt possessive, territorial. It was no longer just visiting. It was home. Last night was different. I came into the room late, my body aching with fatigue. I stopped in the doorway. The moonlight fell across the bed, and I saw it. The indentation was already there. A deep, perfect hollow on the right side of the bed. The blankets and sheets crumpled and settled, as if someone had just gotten up. But I knew better. It hadn't gotten up. It was just waiting for me to leave so it could have the bed to itself. And then, the realization hit me, cold and final. A truth so absolute it stole the air from my lungs. The weight wasn't beside me anymore. It was everywhere. The entire bed felt heavy, dense, and owned. I took a step back. I didn't belong in that room anymore. That wasn't my bed. It was waiting for me, but not to join it. It was waiting for me to go. I looked at the deep hollow, the space where I was supposed to sleep, and I understood. It's not my side of the bed anymore. It's my grave. And it's already occupied.